Hey guys, so it's been a hot minute since I've been on here. I think a week, 2 weeks maybe. Um, I think that thing lies when it tells you when you've been on last, I think. So I was gonna do a video earlier and I waited till I got comfortable, and so you always get to see my lovely little striped robe. But it's comfortable, you know, can't blame a girl for wanting to be comfy. So, alright, I'm gonna have to cut the TV off because you guys don't know me that well, and I'm a little bit ADHD to a point. I am distracted so easily, it's unbelievable. So I just figured I better cut the TV off. I was actually listening to some pretty good music though. I like, well, this tells your age, but 70s and 80s music. So, yep, it's been a hot minute since I've been on, and I was going to get on here and just tell about my mammogram was good and tell about my keto diet. I've been following some people that do keto pretty often, or that do keto regularly, and people that are actually doing really well with it. Trying to get some of their tips of, basically one girl was saying that, and I think this is probably really true, keep it simple. I think a lot of times people try to make it harder than it really has to be. Excuse me. I ate peanut butter earlier. Peanut butter is actually on the keto diet. You're not supposed to eat the whole jar. So I think anything that you eat too much of for sure is bad for you. This past weekend, I did fall off the wagon of my keto. Not horribly, but we had grilled out burgers and they were really good. We had a birthday here for our son-in-law, and so the burgers were good. Everything else was good with it. But I made homemade macaroni and cheese, and I also had I made a blueberry bread pudding. Well, duh, all that right there, you just fell off the wagon. I went ahead and ate it because I made it and it was really good, and I thought, what the heck, I'm gonna eat it. As far as usually I've done really well. I don't usually fall off, like crazy or anything. I definitely don't eat the starches. I try to, stay away from all the potatoes and all that kind of stuff. So actually I have been able to tell a difference in how I, feel and everything else. And I had also eaten some cookies, and my heart rate, I think, went sky high because, when you haven't been having a whole lot of sugar and then you add something in there like that you've not really been eating, it's rough. So I was like, good Lord, this is crazy. Did they taste good? Yeah, they did. Was my macaroni and cheese good? Mm-hmm. Was the blueberry bread pudding good? Oh, yeah. I was thinking, I was watching, like I said, I follow quite a few people that do keto, a day in the life of keto, and it's different ones. But I actually like it. I mean, as long as I stick with it, I'm fine. It's almost like once you take that first bite of something else, and you might kind of fall off the wagon a little bit. Maybe not horribly. There is one girl that I watch that she says that she does one cheat day a month, and that keeps her really, really accountable. And this is somebody that was like probably in 300 pounds somewhere, and she is now down to like 150 or something. I mean, that's really amazing. And she is the one that has a one cheat day a month. She does that, and hey, she said that way, it gives her something to look forward to, and she doesn't feel deprived. But when she does do it, she said it's almost like it really didn't matter to her that much. So, and then she said even though she has done that, sometimes she even loses a little more weight after. I don't know, maybe it's because you actually are adding some carbs in there, and then your body's like, whoa, what's going on? And then all of a sudden it changes. So, I've seen a lot of people that, you know, have really great recipes. I saw a recipe one day. It was blah, 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 cream cheese and eggs. And you beat it up in a, like a NutriBullet or one of those things that make smoothies or whatever. We have one of those. And you blend it up, and you blend it until there's no bubbles in it. And you make pancakes out of it. And they said it was awesome, and you get sugar-free syrup. I thought I could do that. I love eggs. I do. I eat eggs every day. That's pretty much what I eat every morning at home, or afternoon at home. But I mean, you have to be honest. After a while, sometimes it starts to get a little bland with eating the same thing every day. So that's the only reason why, even though, because I want to keep it simple. Some people are always looking for new recipes and trying to make this and trying to make that. And that sounds great if it's simple. But when you have to start buying all this extra stuff to go in it, I'm not interested in that. So like, I have a casserole that I've made with zucchini and squash and onions. You put zucchini, squash, and onions, and you saute them up. The recipe actually does call for breadcrumbs, like the panko type breadcrumbs. You don't have to add that. Just add your cheese. Then you bake it. I saw also zucchini chips. You just cut up zucchini, put Parmesan cheese on top of it, you know, the shredded Parmesan cheese, and you bake it in the oven until they're good and crispy. Well, I could do that. Hamburger, I have also found, and some people say differently, and I think maybe it's because these people aren't doing anything with their family, or having a family gathering. When you have a family gathering, it can be a little more difficult, especially if there's like a whole lot of, let's just face it, awesome Southern fried foods or whatever in there. It's going to be hard to stick to your keto. But going out to eat for me has actually been pretty easy. I'm not as tempted by the breads. I actually do pretty well staying away from the breads. Even though I had my macaroni and cheese and the bread pudding, which had croissants, that was my bread, I did not eat the burgers on buns. So, trying my best to kind of stick with it there. I drink a lot of water. I'll drink a diet soda here and there, and I've been hearing so many different things on that one as well. Some people that I follow say that's perfectly fine for them. It does not affect them. They continue to lose inches, drop weight, or whatever. And then some people, well, they just don't think you should have a diet soda. I realize there's like different things. I have found diet soda that claims there is no aspartame in it. I don't know if there is or not. None of us really know what we're eating. Let's be honest. We really, truly don't know. Not all the time. We can only go by what they're telling us. One girl, the girl I'm talking about, that had lost so much weight, she finds it hard for her to go out to eat because she doesn't always trust what they tell her is in the food. Because there are hidden carbs in foods, and you have to be careful with that part. And so she doesn't really like to go out to eat for that reason. Some people eat a lot of, well, bacon is a processed food, but some people eat a lot of like deli meats and stuff wrapped with cheese and whatever. That's really, really, really not what you're supposed to really do. And I was watching a video with another girl one day that was talking about the difference with Atkins and the ketogenic diet. And she was saying that the beginning of Atkins' program is exactly the ketogenic diet. The Atkins, though, has many different phases where you're adding more carbs in. And it's like she said, though, if that works for you, some people can do that. She says for her, she can't do it. She said if she adds too many carbs back in and weeks go by, she will gain weight. So she does not. She sticks with the 20 to 25. She said the most she's gone up in a day on carbs has been like 30. She's really good. So I've not done bad. I really, really haven't. I feel like I have a few things I could improve on with doing keto. And then I've heard there's like the back and forth thing about, let's see, like the myth of, which I think it is a myth, I really do, where people are like, if you don't eat, your body goes into starvation mode, blah, 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 and you're not going to lose weight. I don't really believe that, because if that's true, then why are there anorexic people? So your body goes into ketosis when you intermittent fasting. Like a lot of people that do the ketogenic diet will intermittent fast in between. I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as your body can handle it. If your body can't handle it, then don't do it. Then eat throughout the day, you know. I mean, then go ahead and eat. I mean, it's not going to hurt you either way, one way or the other. It's not going to hurt you. A lot of people find it hard to eat that many meals a day, you know, like 3 big meals or even 6 small meals or whatever. Different, and everybody, I've noticed too, there's so many different versions of the ketogenic diet. What I think is whatever's working for you. If something changes in the diet for you and you are not seeing results from it, then you're probably needing to change something up, you know. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. I like it though. I think anybody that likes eggs and have meat here, and that's the other thing too. Ketogenic diet, or Atkins diet even, is not just all meat. Like people are like, yeah, but how much meat does a person eat a day? For me, typically, really, when I'm home, I don't have meat at all till the weekend. I don't eat a lot of meat. You're supposed to eat vegetables and salads and, you know, stuff like that. You just don't douse it with like a whole cup or 2 of dressing, you know. Be careful with how much dressing you're adding. And also, you stay away from fat-free things, because fat-free, they replace that with something. And what do you think they replaced it with? Sugar. So you don't want fat-free. You want regular salad dressing. That's what you want. And I mean, gosh, you can actually eat. You can eat and eat good. Just make sure you like what you're eating, you know. Add flavor to your food. There are people that don't think you should do this kind of eating. I have family members that do think that. You should never ever just do that. But for me, I like it. And for me, it does work. So, you know, I'm going to do what works for me right now. Like today, I haven't eaten that much. I really should have had something more, and I didn't. But I'm okay. I have water and everything, and I do drink flavored waters, like sparkling waters. I'm not a big plain water fan. I feel like I am missing something with just plain water, unless I am just like so hot and so thirsty I can't stand it, you know. But other than that, I'm good. So, and I will have my occasional diet drink if I go out to eat or something. I do drink unsweetened tea if I go out to eat as well. So, okay. So I was just also I'm enjoying YouTube. Talking about YouTube again. I'm off keto now. Not me off of it, but subject. So, yeah, loving YouTube. Crazy stuff goes on here though. And the people that are involved in this crazy stuff, it just does not make sense. I don't understand it. I mean, people claiming people did this and people claiming people did that and all that other stuff. It's so confusing to me. I cannot even wrap my mind around it. It's really difficult. So, back to keto for 1 second. I'm still Starbucks free. Haven't had Starbucks since end of December. Yeah, that's good. I'm pretty proud of that. Although I love Starbucks, but when I think about how much money I spent on Starbucks, I probably could have already paid off something or bought something more. You know, I don't know, but I do like it. I'm not saying I'm ever never having another one, because I will. Just not right now. So, but anyways, back to YouTube. YouTube, wow. The people that do get on here, though, I mean, I have to say, I admire anybody that can get on here and have content. They say it's content. And I mean, you know, I sound like I'm being all judgy. Sorry. But, you know, I have done a few, I think I've done 3, maybe 2 or 3 face masks on here before. I wear makeup. I don't have any on right now. Sorry. I have a dab of, well, lipstick from earlier. And I don't have any makeup on right now. You know, when I go out, I'll put makeup on or whatever, but people get on here and do makeup. People that, alright, if I put makeup on here for you, you're going to be like bored out of your mind. So people that are makeup people, I mean, I get a lot of people get the makeup kits and all that. If you can do that, go for it. I mean, I would just look like I had been out, I don't know, partying all night or something. I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't want to look like a really super old lady and out here trying to hook up or something. I'm not sure what to say about that, but people do it. It's pretty fascinating, actually. And then, let's see, I'll tell you what I do love, and I think it's awesome. I don't know how to do it, because I don't know how people edit their stuff, and I'm not buying anything to edit, you know. I don't want to do that. I think if there probably are just people on here that know how to do this stuff, and they're really good at it, editing. But I love the clean with me things. I really do. That probably sounds weird to some people, but I do like to clean. Yeah, I'm one of those. I like my house clean. I just do. I don't want a messy house. I don't like things out of order. That's where I have a little OCD tendencies as well. I have a dirty little secret for sure. Everybody's got one in their house, and it's going to be cleaned up this summer. As far as my overall house, we're good. But I do like those, and I think they're cool, and how they do it and edit them and make them to where they're like cleaning fast and this and that, and then show you their results afterwards. I like that. That's pretty cool. Like I said, the makeup ones, not really for me. I do know people that enjoy it that don't wear a lot of makeup, but yet they enjoy watching people do it. I did watch, however, somebody doing, and I did this because my son was getting married, and I wanted to make sure I had the powder right. I wasn't wearing tons of makeup, but it was the Bare Minerals translucent powder. And you have to be careful because you don't want to like cake it on and have too much. So I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. And I did watch like 4 or 5 of those before the wedding. And that was fun. I enjoyed that. It was kind of neat watching them do it. And then it was kind of neat watching makeup done by people over 50. Because like I said, you don't want to look like some old, you know, I don't want to say hoe, but, you know, running around with makeup on, and makes you look like you're 20 years older than you are. I think less is more. Just my opinion. Less is a little more sometimes when you're older. Sometimes more is just not a good thing. So I like those videos. I enjoy a lot of, I enjoy the drama. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy the drama. But what I don't enjoy is when people are causing problems and they think it's hilarious, and they're mean to other people, and they're causing people trouble, or they're posting pictures of them, or they're just going on and on and on, and they think it's hilarious, and they act like they're in middle school. I have a granddaughter in middle school. She doesn't act like that. I mean, she's more mature than these people. She's a teenager. She's a really smart young lady. She shouldn't act like that. I mean, But these people are like posting pictures that aren't pictures of the real person, trying to pass it off. And so if it's really real, then why is it blurry? That's my question. What, did you take their face and put it on somebody else's body? There are people really good at all that, obviously. I mean, you see it all the time with the movie stars. And a lot of times it looks really unnatural. It doesn't even look normal. And then they're trying to like pass it off as that. Or people get on and they claim one day, you know, well, this is so wrong to bring people's families into YouTube and to bring people's kids into YouTube. And the very people that are saying it turn around and do it. Are you serious? Okay. So I always say in one stream I go in, well, that was last week, and this is this week, and next week is next week. So it changes. The rules for different channels changes, for sure. There are people I don't go into their streams. I don't go into some people's streams because they talk out both sides of their mouth, and they're actually just mean. And I just stay away from them. And then there's people I go in. I do like a lot of different people, and I actually like people that don't like each other. That's okay. So that's true in real life, isn't it? We all like some people that other people don't like. That's okay. I mean, if we were all the same, what a boring world this would be. I mean, would you want to date a person that's exactly like you? Would you want to marry somebody that's exactly like you? Chances are you wouldn't. You'd be bored. I mean, you know, then you'd be like, oh, they're just like me. And then you're like, oh my God, they're annoying. So no, you don't want to do that. So anyways, and there's other people that threaten other people's families and talk bad about somebody else's wife and somebody's children. Lordy, lordy, lordy. And then they wonder why people are upset with them. And then some people continue to do the very same things all the time. But let's talk about God while we're at it. Yeah, that happens a lot too. And, you know, they just move on in life and continue to do the same things, and nothing happens to their channels. You got people begging for money out here. So, you know, yeah, I have my PayPal on. Hey, throw me some money, would you? Throw me some money. You know what? That's just crazy, though. I get it. Like I said before, I really don't expect that from anybody. It's not like I'm getting on here promoting anything. You know, I'm not like, trying things out and promoting it for. I'm not even a monetized channel because I don't want to be. It won't benefit me to do that. I don't want to do it. I'm just on here because I like the entertainment of it. I like the drama. I like the keto stuff. You can watch anything on YouTube. There is a channel, as one girl said, for everybody. Anything you want to look it up. There's a channel for it. There's a community for everybody. I don't know how I fell into one. I'm not even sure I fit in exactly in there because I'm not really drama, so I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm happy to be here though. So, okay, enough about that one. So I'll move on to this. I've been on here long enough. But, so with my mom, you know, my mom had passed away back in January. Still trying to get all this stuff settled with her money and etc., which is really crazy because there's so much involved, and I never really realized so much was involved when a person passes away. It's sad. And it's all about who's got their hand stuck out. I mean, I even had a letter asking, so sorry to hear about your mother's passing, blah, blah, blah. We need a list of names of people that are responsible for whatever it is she might have owed. Like, don't look at me. I was not an executor or anything else. So, thinking you're barking up the wrong tree over here. I don't know. It just seems to me like when a person passes away, they need to let those debts go. Because I'm pretty sure they have insurance for everything, you know. or a tax write-off or something. You know they do. Hospitals have to, because if not, they'd just be all bankrupt. But you know they have to have write-offs for all this stuff. There's a lot of people that go into hospitals that, excuse me, that don't have Medicaid and don't have anything. So it happens. So anyway, still working on all that. As far as how I'm doing okay. I really am. I know she's in a better place. I know she's good. And that's just how that is. So I'm going to get off of here. I will be in some live streams later. I always say, be good to each other. Doesn't seem to happen. Thank you to those that have supported my channel. If you like my video, hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell. And anytime I make a new video, you'll get a notification. I don't know when I'll do a live stream. I say that every time because I really don't know. I don't know. As much as I talk, I don't really have as much to talk about once I get in there. So, all right. That's why people bring people up on their panels. That's exactly why. All right. So I will catch you guys later, and I'll be in some live streams. So you all have a great evening. Bye.